Hello everyone and welcome to Biblical Prepping. I'm Judith Garton and this is the prepper portion. If you've already watched my video on the Comfify Bamboo Bread Slicer, great. You saw how well my short 8-inch knife worked. It didn't. To slice bread, we muddled through until I was able to toss a 12-inch bread knife into our shopping cart on Amazon, and I picked up this one right here. This is the offset bread knife by Humby. Why did I choose this one in particular? One, cost. I'm on a very tight budget. Since I'm on a very tight budget, I would like something that has great ratings, new ratings, because I don't want ratings that are 2, 3, 4 years old. I want ratings that are within the last few months, as well as some that might be a year or so old, so I can test the strength and the length of time that the handle will hold together, last, and whatnot. So I do look at some of the reviews that are a little bit older only on the handle and the quality of the handle. I love all the reviews on this particular brand. They had several different types. They have the standard bread knife, which is similar to this one that we have from Chicago Cutlery, where it is just a straight bread knife. They also have this lovely offset style. They have them in 8-inch, 10-inch, and 12-inch, as well as I believe I saw a 14-inch on there. I thought that was a little big for our needs. I just needed something that would work well in this Comfify bread slicer. Love this. It is great. I hope that you will go and watch the video on that because it has a lot of great features. Now for today, I'm going to unpack my knife. I will tell you, I already cheated because it's got an easy opening. Oh, easy opening plastic. So I did already cheat and test it on an old loaf of bread, but for today, I baked a fresh loaf of bread. We're going to test the varying sizes of our Comfify bread slicer. Now to do this smaller size, if you watch the video, my other bread knife just barely reaches. So to try and slice accurate slices was very fun. I ended up with slices that on this side of the bread were very wide and this side were accurate according to the bread slicer. So let's see what happens with our long knife. I love it. Like I said, I did cheat a little. I tried it out already. Now I have my bread in here. I'm going to take the knife, and of course it says use caution when removing. You don't want to slice your fingers open. This, I need to cut the end off. There we go. Fits nicely all the way through and gives me enough blade on this side to stay within the boundaries of the bread slicer. I will say this knife is so dramatically sharp in comparison to this knife. This knife has been used for a number of years and it has dulled more than I realized. This knife slices so well through this loaf of bread. This is 100% whole wheat baked bread. There is no white flour, no all-purpose flour, no bread flour, nothing inside of this. This is 100% whole wheat, and I use Prairie Gold. Some people might know it as Golden 86, and it is from Wheat, Montana, to make all of our breads. Let's do one more thin slice, and I'll move to a little bit wider slice. You have to be careful, especially if your knife is very sharp. You don't want to cut too much through the bamboo. I'm still adjusting to the sharpness of this blade. I did learn something important about this, in particular, this bread slicer. You can hold your knife to this side, which is the right side of your guides, or you can hold it to the left side and get another slightly, about 1/8 of an inch thicker slice of bread out of it. So let's see how it's sliced. Nice and even all the way around. Perfect slice. I love it. And for the texture of the bread, Let's get a close-up. "100% whole wheat." Now we're going to move the bread down a little bit. To the mid-range slices of bread. And we're going to cut a little bit thicker so that you can see the thickness. I'm going to actually move down one more because that's not going to be quite as thick. There we go. And I'm going to slice on the left side of the guide. It's a little bit difficult on this high table. I much prefer the countertop. Also be very careful not to use your knife on an angle or you might cut through your bread guides. Here's the medium range. I actually like, for toast, I tend to like the thinner slice, but I do like the medium range for sandwiches. It holds together better, and look, nice even slices. This 12-inch knife is working much better. Now I only like to slice just enough bread for us to eat in a meal because it dries out a little bit faster if I do it any other way. Now to do the wide range on the bread slicer, you would want to move your loaf to this direction. There you go. And you'll slice through this way and you'll end up with a thicker slice. Now what if you want a really nice big chunk of bread? I mean like a chunk of bread, because you're doing something like a French onion soup, or you just want to be able to dip it in extra virgin olive oil and herbs. Easy. Move down a little bit and you could end up with a nice big 2-inch chunk of bread from this end. See how easy it is to just go ahead and slice your breads. I'm going to show you one of the thicker range slices just to show you a little bit of a difference. It is not that dramatic of a difference in the range of slices unless you're eating a sandwich and it soaks through the bread and gets sloppy. We have here the thinner slice and the wide slice. Like I said, if you want a big slice or a chunk of bread, just move over a couple of extra guides on your bread slicer. And there you go. That's why I ordered the 12-inch blade. This blade is great for slicing sourdough breads, whole wheat breads, and I'm going to even show you how you can slice your hamburger buns, because I made hamburger buns to go with some sloppy joes for tomorrow morning. Voila, 2 perfect hamburger buns. Now I need to slice these, and knives and I don't always get along real well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slice these. That's too thick. So we're going to move down here toward the middle from the wide side, and we're going to slice. Too thin, too thick. We have to move down to the skinny end. The skinny end will probably be a lot easier because I will just turn it around this direction and hold the side away from the knife, and we will just slice right there, nice and neat, through the bun. And there you go. Perfect bun for sloppy joes. Look at that. And hamburgers or anything else you would like to eat on a bun. The second one. This one's a little thinner as it baked, so we're going to move it down here toward the middle range and slice it on one, just like so. Two perfect hamburger buns for our sloppy joes in the morning, and perfect sliced bread. I cannot speak highly enough about this Humby 12-inch, and it is stainless steel, so you will enjoy having a nice stainless steel blade. It is very sharp, it is very accurate, and I believe it can also work both ways for the left hand or the right hand. It seems to slice great both directions. So I can definitely endorse this particular knife and this brand. I will let you know as time goes on if there are any problems with the handle. So far I've not read any negative reviews in any way on Amazon about this knife or the brand, so I'm looking forward to using this for years to come. I hope you've enjoyed this quick little video about slicing the bread with the bread slicer and the brand new Humby 12-inch stainless steel offset bread knife. Blessings and shalom.